Hi people, it's January 5th, so it's time to put away all the Christmas stuff. So let's get to work. Alright, so I got started about 10 in the morning. This is a Saturday. And what I'm doing here is this is our living room, and I'm packing up all the children's books. We've got Christmas books that we only get out at Christmas time. You know, The Grinch, stuff like that. And now I'm getting all the Christmas movies. Home Alone 1 and 2, of course. We had so much fun watching all that. Like, the girls were so excited about Christmas. As soon as Halloween was over, we were listening to Christmas music. And the day after the day after Thanksgiving, they wanted to start decorating for Christmas. And I'm not usually into doing it like immediately, but we did it right away. And we watched lots of Christmas movies. So, I mean, even though by the week before Christmas we had seen all of them. All of this stuff is Christmas toys. There's the little people's nativity scene. And even though the girls are older, they still love getting out all their Christmas toys. In fact, everything here, except for like the stockings, or maybe all of it, they set up. I've got a new gift for them that they opened under the tree as well, from Family Life Live. I'll send a link out to that. And it's got the 12 names of Jesus. And it's another gift for them, like a Christmas toy. We haven't opened it yet, but they opened it under the tree on Christmas. And so they can decorate their little tree here next year. It's got like all these names of Jesus, like Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace, Emmanuel, stuff like that. So they'll get to open that. But I'm getting packing tape to fix another toy, which is all these little figurines, and it's like, I think there's 7 or 12 boxes or something, and then you open each box and it's something about the nativity story and about Jesus and Mary and junk like that. So they get these toys out every year. They've had them since they were like in preschool, but even though they're like bigger kids now, they still really like it. So they set up the tree and the lights. They did it all by themselves this year. It's the first year I relinquished the control for their tree, not mine. I do my own. So they did that all by themselves. I think I remember a lot of bickering, but they did it all by themselves. And they get out all the toys and they play with it. And they even have like a hide and seek game that they do with the Christmas duckies, which I'm sure is unique to our family. So we have a pretty girly little Christmas tree skirt, and I fit every single thing that goes for the kids' Christmas tree in that one bin. All the ornaments, all the toys, books, and movies, that's all kid related, goes in one bin. And yeah, we have a cat. His name is Sawyer. I'm sure I'll be talking about him a bunch in this video because cats and Christmas, they don't go together well. He's not too bad, but he's pretty annoying. So, yeah. So all the ornaments on this tree, at first it was just like all the ornaments that I like didn't like and didn't want on our main tree. But it's also got some of the crafts that the kids make, the things that they really like. One initial ornament for each of them. And this year they didn't want to put the garlands on, but I was like, you have to put the garlands. I like it to be very colorful, and some people might say that it's super tacky, but I really like to see just a lot of color. It's very mixed matched, I don't know how you say that. It's just like a bright colorful mix, and it definitely like our Christmas stuff kind of serves as like a history of our family, because you can just see stuff throughout the years that we've collected or gathered, or that's been given to us. So cleaning up Christmas, it's kind of a bummer, because like your house is full of so much color and stuff, and then you take it all away and it's like, oh, it's January, I'm super bummed out. So not looking forward to that. I think things will look cleaner when I'm done, but sometimes it just makes you feel like your house is naked. That's my youngest. I'm telling her if she wants to be in the video. If she doesn't want to be in the video, she needs to go. I was almost gonna smack her or something. So here I am getting out the stapler and like fixing this super old construction paper garland. It's super short. That's the cat. But I mean, we have not went out and bought a lot of Christmas stuff over the years. Like, we've got all those stockings, but we would definitely be making our own Christmas decorations. So I guess that's why I really wanted to hold on to that. There was a lot of going in the basement and getting things before starting. And there's always something you miss, right? So a stupid thing that I've done before is with this little tree and our big tree, I just hate like putting the lights on the tree every year and taking them off, and they always get tangled and then they're out. So the past couple years I did this super lazy thing, and my husband was like furious with me. I like a lot of lights on the tree. I only have like a few strands on this one, which I thought wasn't enough, because I like it to like be super full of lights. So the thing I did was I put tons of strings of lights on the tree, and then I left them on after I took off all the ornaments at the end of last Christmas, the last couple Christmases. And then I would just leave them on and jam the tree in the box with the lights on it, because I thought, okay, that's just going to be easier, because, you know, I like and I hate all the work that it takes to make Christmas happen. It's a lot. Oh, I'm getting the mistletoe. Very romantic. And I guess I just thought, that's super flattering. I guess I just thought, hey, well, if I stick it all in a box, then when I set it up next year, it'll be easier. But it never was. My laziness, it was the death of me. It never worked. It was always the dumbest thing. Then the parts of the tree, like if it had 2 or 3 parts, it was all confused because of the lights. It was connected, and when I put it in the box, it was a mess. And I think my husband ended up having to like help to take it all apart and redo it. He was super mad. So now I take each strand off and I put it in a grocery bag, just put it in a plastic Kroger bag, and then they don't get tangled with each other. So I guess I'm keeping the lights for this little tree with the Christmas decorations that go with this little tree. And this tree we have had for, since my oldest was a 1-year-old. We put it up high when we had a big entertainment center. We put it up high because she was a really curious toddler. So then that way it wasn't like, it was my first kid too. I was all like, oh, I don't want the tree to topple on her. It'll be a Christmas nightmare. So we got this little tree and we put it up high. And back then it was this new thing to get pre-lit trees. So we got this pre-lit tree, And now, like, of course, those lights went out. So, like, probably 2 or 3 Christmases ago, I went and with the little tree and our large tree, which you'll see here in a minute, I hand clipped. I got some clippers out, little snipper clippers, and I took the pre-lights off of both trees. It took forever in my hands. I had major Christmas tree hands. Like, my hands were cut up and they were dry and nasty because I had my hands in both of those trees for like hours. But I was determined. I'm like, I'm very thrifty. I'm not going to spend money and buy new trees. And we're not putting, you know, these new lights on top of these dead lights. So I clipped all the dead pre-lit lights off of both trees. It took forever. Yeah, so I always will dust just as I'm going. Like, when you're done, of course you have to vacuum because there's tree needles everywhere, and I wish the cat would eat one and have an infection. No, just kidding. That's not nice. But yeah, just take the time to dust when you're done. It just takes a second, and then it's like, oh, my house is clean. I'm not doing like a whole house cleaning today. I'm just getting everything Christmas, resetting everything in order. Like, I didn't take everything off the mantle that's usually there. I just adjusted it a little bit. So, and this Christmas decor undecking is all brought to you by the fact that only 2 out of 3 children were home today. One was half there. She went to the neighbor's house from time to time. So that was awesome. Otherwise, this wouldn't all really be possible. I have to say that doing this for a video super motivated me to get it done quicker than I've ever put Christmas away. I mean, because usually I guess I'm like, okay, what am I doing today? I'm putting Christmas away. Put on some music or get out a non-Christmas movie and just get it done. But doing this for a video, like, I was so focused. I started at 10. And I got done by 1. I'm pretty impressed with that. That was pretty good. So I guess it would make sense if I brought a box in the room here, but I'm just like torturing myself and just carrying things all the way to the other room because the box that I put this stuff in, it's the biggest box I have to carry up. It's super heavy. But I use things like, here we go. Getting some more stuff. I'll use the soft things like the stockings to protect fragile things in the box so that I'm not really using packing materials. Guess that's kind of risky, but that's how I live my life. So this is what we call the front room, and this is where the main tree is. We had an Advent this year. We did this really cool Advent thing that we started last year. I'll put some pictures up for you to see. My youngest, she is so thoughtful. She handmade an Advent calendar for me. I wanted like one of those wooden ones, and I had this vision, like for each day of December, I would have a Bible verse in there that had something to do, like something Christmassy. It could be like a prophecy from Isaiah, because there's lots of Jesus stuff there. Oh, I wanted to show you this first. This is the willow tree nativity scene. I have most of it thanks to my awesome mother-in-law, Willow Tree. She gave me like pieces of this every year for a few Christmases in a row. I think there's like a stable thing that goes with it, but I'm pretty darn happy with this, and I put it up on that piece of furniture. I just love it. It's away from the kids. Anyways, I wanted all the kids to read a Bible verse about the Christmas story every day in December, and so she handmade out of like cardboard toilet paper rolls and construction paper this Advent calendar, and we actually used it last year. I rolled up a scripture verse for each day of the month in December, and I got these really unique candies at Target. Oh, I'm really allergic to everything. I'm an allergic nerd, so dusting makes me sneeze. And the cat, I'm allergic to him. I'll tell you more about that later, but like Oh my gosh, I'm so allergic. And so I took an allergy pill before I got started. So see there on the left, that thing's right in my hand right now. That's what she handmade me. Now on the table, the thing that's like square, we got that at Hobby Lobby when it was super on sale. And I let her have like my scrapbook papers and stickers, and she made a new advent, which is just better, you know. But I couldn't throw away the one she made us last year. It just blessed my heart that she went to all that trouble, because like Christmas is a very expensive time of year, and I'm not buying myself anything or decorations, you know. Even if it's like $10 or $20, it's like that money has to go towards getting stuff for some cousin, or you know, a teacher gift or something. So she made that, and now we have this awesome tradition. So I'm taking all the willow tree guys and I'm sticking them in the stockings. And then Joseph has this really thin staff, and so you have to be really careful with it. So this is me trying to figure out, like, this is stuff from, like, I've got a couple of knickknacks all over the house. Not a lot. We were pretty simple with the decorating this year, just like the mantle, the tree you saw, the big tree, and a few things in the front room. And I'm trying to figure out how to get it all into this one tote. I'm very stubborn about fitting it all in there. And I'm using ugly Christmas sweaters to wrap like snow globes and stuff. And yeah. And our cheesy Christmas photos. So I'm going to cram all that in there. Now this year I started one new thing. And that was to have like a little North Pole box. I wanted to get a letter to Santa mailbox, which now I have. It's still in the wrapping. It's right there. You see right there in the bin. It was from Target. It was like $3 or $5 in their dollar store section. I'm like, I have to have that. But at that point, we were already halfway through December. And like I said earlier, as soon as it was Thanksgiving, the girls were like psyched about Christmas. So I got that little box. You can see it right there in the bin. It's green. And I said, and I put like a pack of Post-its and a red pen next to it. And I was like, anything you want for Christmas, you write on this Post-it and put it in here, and I will send it to the North Pole. And every couple of days, I would take out all their little notes. I put notes in there too. And that's a new advent calendar. I don't know where to put the old one. And anyways, I would put it in an envelope that said North Pole on it, and just in case they ever like went through my stuff and found it. But they don't ever go through my stuff because they know I'd kill them. So anyways, then their dad and I like looked through the notes when we were like online Christmas shopping, and we thought it was super cute, like the way they wrote and misspelled things. How my kids not know how to spell at this point? Like seriously. And I don't want that little fat snowman. It's just one of those things like someone got me forever ago, and it's not really for me. All these years with Christmas, I inherited a lot of stuff from people, and some of it, like, I'm like, oh, this is really retro. This is cool. Like this ceramic tree, which apparently, like these ceramic trees with like the light bulbs in them, they're really popular now. And maybe it's worth like $600 or something, but don't tell me that because I'll just sell it. But these are really cool. I got that from someone, and if you're watching this video right now, I apologize that I cannot remember who I got it from, but I got a lot of Christmas stuff from a lot of people over the years. And some of it, like, gosh, when our house, like, we didn't have a lot of stuff, and the kids were just kind of bulls in a china shop anyway, so I didn't have anything decorated or painted or anything nice at the time. So at Christmas I just put out like everything everyone had ever gotten us, and now I'm like, I don't have the energy for that. So I'm keeping it simple, and we started just at yard sales, like getting rid of Christmas things that people had unloaded on us that I'm like, just like, this isn't my style. And like I said, I don't buy anything for myself, but this year I was like, girls, you have to get me something from the Target, I think it's called Wonderland, like the Target Christmas decor section, all of their decorations at Target for Christmas this year, just something about it. I was like, I love all of this. So they got me some snow globes and things like that, and I super love it. So over time, we're making what we have our own. Like on our tree, I've got stuff I've swiped from when I was a kid, just a few things. A lot of ornaments the kids made, like the nice ones that teachers help them make. Okay, so let's talk about cats for a minute. I'm getting out the lint roller because he sleeps like under the tree all day. Now last year he was a brand new kitten, so he was batting at the tree more. This year he was a lot more chill. He did break one ornament, so I'm not happy about that. But, oh, here I'm showing you the hair. I rolled like 20 rolls of tape. When I got the tree out this year, I didn't know it was going to be like that. I got out the tree skirt and it was covered in cat hair. I hadn't taken an allergy pill. I got super sick and I was pretty mad because it's just exhausting to have an allergy attack while you're trying to put up Christmas. But this time I'm like, okay, I am going to get all the cat hair off of that tree skirt before I put it away. So next year it should be kind of better, but I don't think I got it all. It's not a nice tree skirt. I can't like put it in the wash, and even if I did, like, it's too much cat hair. It's kind of a thing you'd want to vacuum, and I can't vacuum it unless I had like a cool, like, what's a dust buster? I haven't had a dust buster since the kids were little. That would be cool. But yeah, we just have a lot of tape rollers around the house because we're really clean people, and I don't like it. It's gross. And he would sit under that tree every day, knock over Mother Mary and baby Jesus, and I screamed at him. I was just not very Christian this Christmas. I was just screaming at the cat all the time. He pulled, like, I mean, it's an artificial tree, so some of the branches at the bottom are kind of whack, or out of whack, or whatever. It's whack. Your Christmas tree is whack. And anyways, he would like pull the light string, and then it would pull down the bottom of the tree. And so I ended up, any ornaments that were near the bottom, I mean like the very bottom, I had to put up. But he wasn't as wild as last year. Like, he's calming down. So if anyone wants a cat, just message me. You can have him. I wish. It's not like I emotionally like, oh, I want a cat and I'm allergic, but I want him anyways. No, this was for the kids and the hubby. So I'm not a big fan. This was so much hair. There's so much. I know people say like, oh, it's the winter, so they shed more, or it's the summer, so they shed more. I don't care. I'm allergic to it. It makes my life terrible. Anyways, that's just so gross, but I'm glad I did it. So yeah, okay, so some background on us. My husband and I have been married for, this summer it'll be 15 years. And our oldest is 13, so we have some ornaments on there, like, our first Christmas ornaments and baby's first Christmas. And you can get real emotional every year getting them out because you see like your kid make an ornament from like kindergarten or third grade and their little handprints on there, and it's like, oh my god, my baby grew up. And even like 1 year makes such a difference. So I'm packing every single ornament, some hooks, and the tree skirt in the one bin. And I think if we exceed the size of the bin, I'll just get rid of some ornaments I don't like, which I always put in the back because I don't like those. Our style, or my style or whatever for the tree is not like super chic or in style. Like, I like to put white lights and colored lights. I like them both. And just, I'm sneezing my head off. And lots of like red and green and colors. It's just very like colorful, and it's totally like a tapestry of our lives. But no, for reals, like it is, like I said, it's ornaments from all over, and we kind of gave each other a lot of ornaments for Christmas the past couple of years, so I ordered a personalized ornament that was super cute this year. It was just awesome. So I'm really glad I took an allergy pill before I started. Because when I did the tree back in November and I put everything up, I had this huge allergy attack and I was angry and I was struggling. And this time the girls did, the two older girls helped me bring a bunch of boxes up. That was a big help. And they did their stuff all by themselves. I didn't even go and fix it. I think not because they're necessarily getting better at it, but because I was that allergic. But I'm usually a control freak about it. So, but I was exhausted after all the work and misery of having an allergy attack. So black pants and cat hair don't work either. My husband works in an industry where he wears a lot of black and he is always rolling himself. But I think he rolls too because he knows that I want to hug him and he wants to hug me and not be covered in cat hair. So, nothing will help you realize how much you need to reach those New Year's resolution weight loss goals than seeing yourself full body on camera. It's not so good. But I have this plan to lose a pound a week between now and summer. So if I start making progress on that, I'll definitely be updating you guys in videos and telling you about my tips. I have to be hardcore because I am a 5'2" little person and I cannot be in the BMI index that I'm in. So I did it. Now time to stuff the tree in there. Made this faster for you guys, but yeah, don't leave the lights on and try to stuff it in a box. It doesn't work. And here's a tip. Have some blue tape ready on that base so you don't lose the screw that keeps it in there. Just clean as you go. It makes it really easy. No more pine needles all over the house. I was trying to hide. I keep a cord there for the tree all year long. I hide it. Okay, so this is our dank dark basement. My daughter helped me carry some boxes down there. My husband built these awesome shelves, and you don't just undecorate. You have to also store everything and do it in an organized way so that when it's time to roll it all out again, it's there. There is one bin down there that doesn't come upstairs, and it's all kitchen Christmas stuff that I don't want. Oh, and over here, this was gift wrapping central. So all gift wrap stuff goes over here. It's kind of like a makeshift gym that I'm like, well, I can't work out in December because that's where we wrap the Christmas presents. So I have a major excuse, but we have to do secret stuff. So that was our tree. It was a very good Christmas. That's the before. And the girls had a great Christmas. My little reindeers. It was the perfect Christmas. I think they all were happy and we had a good time together as a family. They're so adorable. And there's the after. It's all gone. Naked, sad, cold, depressing January. Nah, I'm sure it'll be good. Looking forward to it. Happy New Year. Subscribe.